You should be here in Poland. You should see all these people, refugees from Ukraine, people like you and me.
Hackers fighting against Russia's information war.
We knew that there are people all around the world who would like to do something, but since they can't buy a gun and fight against Russia, we decided to let them use their smartphones instead.
This man, part of so-called Squad 303, online activists in Poland who have built a tool that allows anyone to send text messages and emails to Russians to give them information about the war in Ukraine. An attempt to get around Vladimir Putin's growing digital Iron Curtain. Russia recently cut off access to Facebook and Twitter.
There's a new group that just came out with a website to allow you to text Russian cell phones.
So how many text messages do you think you've sent to Russians over the past few weeks?
3, 4, 5, 6,000. I couldn't even count. It just keeps going.
Tyden Crawford, a truck salesman in Oregon, has spent hours messaging Russians. He says most of his texts don't get a response, and some people tell him to go away, but others engage.
It's been a mixed bag. I had a gentleman pretty early on that reached out to me and sent me a picture of where he's working, and then I sent him, we found out we like to travel, so I sent him pictures of my travels. He sent me pictures of his travels.
I'm from a generation of Radio Free Europe, and we all remember how hard it is to live in an enslaved country where you do not have proper information, real information about the world. I can remember the time when we used to listen to Radio Free Europe, the only voice from the free world for enslaved people in Poland.
It's named after
Thomas Kent is the former CEO of Radio Free Europe and an expert in Russian disinformation.
Do you think some people in Russia will be receptive to these messages, or will they say, why is there an American sending me a text message?
Well, a certain number of people are going to say, yeah, absolutely, this is hostile propaganda, this is spam, this is an attempt at psychological warfare against us. But many others will be grateful for some information that they're having trouble to get, and maybe be affected by the fact that there's someone out at the end of the communication who really would like to hear from them.
Other so-called hacktivists taking a different approach. On the Telegram app, a group called the Ukraine IT Army has amassed 300,000 members. It sends out lists of Russian websites to attack.
You're a coder, not a gunner.
Yes, that's true.
We spoke to an organizer of the group over the phone. He said he is in Ukraine.
So I think I saw over the weekend you took down some food delivery services, like for takeout in Russia. I think I saw you guys targeted some banking services in Russia. I mean, what you're doing is targeting Russian citizens, people in Russia. Do you think that's fair?
Well, that's exactly the point that I wanted to convey, right? We want those people feel that the war is started, and not only Ukraine involved in that. Because there are many people in Russia, they don't feel that the war is there, and we want them to feel that.
Donny O'Sullivan, CNN, New York.